everybody. That's Jenny. I'm Bill.
Warehouse Creations.
And this is not a kiln load or anything like that.
We don't have special lights or anything like that up, but
we're loading the kiln. But we started a series about a month ago at the end of the spring and early summer art market season. We were doing, wow, that's terrible lighting.
Oh, it's awful.
We were doing a Meet the Potters series. And I think we got, what, 2 in?
Mm-hmm.
Got 2 in. And then we went on vacation. And now we're back.
Which there's a video about that too.
There is a video about that. But we survived. We made it back, and we're kind of getting back in the swing of things. So we're going to start picking those up, doing a little bit of that. And some of you had said, given some suggestions about what you wanted to hear from us.
Yeah, and a couple of you had asked how we met, you know, basically what our story was.
How that kind of happened.
An interesting story.
We got a kiln to load for bisque. I'm not going to talk much about bisque. I mean, you throw it in there, you turn it on, it gets hot and done. But while we're doing that, we'll talk a little bit about how we met. Alrighty. So, yeah, we're just doing a little bisque load today. And as always, I'm going to have some cones in there because you never know what it's going to say. If you don't have cones, you don't know.
And just while I'm looking at this through the lens, please don't judge the rest of the studio because this is not usually the angle that we're filming from. And you can see a lot more than, oof.
Yeah, you know what this is? It's a working studio.
It's a working studio.
And we spend more time working than we do cleaning. Oh, well. So anyway, yeah, we're just throwing some stuff in. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we met and all that kind of stuff. So we met.
The year was.
the year was. No, it was April 27th, 2003. I remember this stuff. And at the time, I had, back at the beginning of that year, lost my job with a very large music retail company. The company closed down, and so I was in between jobs, kind of looking at this and that, and I was broke. That was my job. That was me. I was broke and not sure what was going to be going on. But my dentist friend, who was also a trumpet player, said, you know, now that you don't have this big job that you've been using as an excuse to march drum corps, you don't have that. He said, you're going to march drum corps. And I said, Dave, I'm broke. And he goes, and I'm a dentist and I have money. So he threw me in his truck. And he said, let's go to Rockmart. You're going to march Atlanta Corvettes. And so we went. And so that's where I was. Jenny, where were you at that point?
So I was in the middle of my teaching career. And I had just gone through a divorce. And so I was feeling pretty much like a failure. But that's a whole nother story. Lots of stuff going on in my life at that time. But I was marching drum corps in Atlanta Corvettes because that was like a family to me. And it was just one rehearsal. We kept having this hole in the soprano line that people would fill and then they drop out and they fill it. It's just like, oh my God, whatever. So one day this guy showed up and I just remember thinking, he can march. It was like, oh wow, okay, cool. Because it hadn't been the case before. But that was kind of neat. So he could march. And that's all I thought about it. Sorry.
So, moving on from there, later on I would find that she had absolutely no interest. There was no interest, but I was interested. I noticed and I saw that there was this really good looking woman over there marching. And so as we were walking back from the field to somewhere, I asked my dentist friend, Dave, I said, Dave, who's that? He goes, oh, I'll introduce you. And so at Rockmart High School in Rockmart, Georgia, between the parking lot at the stadium and the band room, we can stand in the very spot, I can tell you where it is, that Dave said, Bill, this is Jenny, and Jenny, this is Bill. And she was, I think it was like, hey, nice to meet you. That was about it. That was about it. That's how we met. And I
was coming off a divorce
You
at
were
the time.
coming off a
and so-
divorce.
To a musician, no less.
To a musician, a band director, and I was supposed to be a band director, and I was a musician, and I played trumpet, and she didn't care for that. But I digress. So over the summer, this was April, and over the summer, I just was really, really, really just drawn to Jenny, and kind of felt like, you know, this person is it. This is the person. She
was not.
Nay, she did not feel the same. And not necessarily words.
I wasn't mean.
No, you weren't mean. But she didn't say it in words, but it was obvious. She didn't want anything to do with me. Because, well, I mean, I was broke.
No, I didn't want anything to do with anybody. In fact, you were broke, had nothing to do with it.
You were dating people. Liar. Oh. So anyway. Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's got me on that one.
I do have you on that one. But here's a tip, gentlemen. Don't stalk, but just don't go away. Don't go away. Be there. Just be there. Not be there to, you know, play games. Just be there. And I was there long enough, and she realized, okay, maybe I'll give you a shot.
Well, there's a little bit more to it than that. So
There's a little bit more to it than that, but we probably won't get into that.
no, I'm gonna add a little bit of that. Hang on. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of detail on this part, but you know, everything was fine, going along great. I was teaching. You know, I'd met Bill, and he was just kind of like this guy that was a friend, kind of, sort of. And then, long story short, my world kind of fell apart a little bit. I had 2 kids at the time, and one of my kids, my daughter, like I said, long story short, got sick, and Bill, very sick. And Bill was just, he was just always there, and whenever I needed something, I didn't have to say anything. He was just kind of there, and it got taken care of. And I don't know, I mean, if you're a woman, well, even if you're a guy, I guess you could understand this, is like, how many able-bodied normal men would stick around with somebody in a situation that was pretty bad there for a little while. My daughter wound up in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, and basically it was, I mean, what, 2 years that was going on.
Yep.
And then in the middle of all that time, I was like, okay, fine, I'll date you, whatever. And then he just kind of stuck around for a while, and I found out one day, I was just like, oh my God, I love you.
She wouldn't say it.
I wouldn't say it. There was no way I was going to say it, but I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this asshole. I'm sorry. But I was.
Wow.
I didn't mean to. But yeah, he told me first. I was like, don't you say it. Don't you say it. Well, he said it. And I think my response was, well, I love you too, damn it.
Damn it.
So, well, occasionally, you know, I look at him and say, I love you, damn it. And that's why, because I really didn't mean to, and I had no intention to, and didn't really want to. But it just kind of happened, and I knew then, I was like, okay, fine. He's a keeper. And when I fell in love, I fell head over heels, disgustingly, romantically, horribly, but in love with this man. And we've been married 19. We've been married 19 years. And I am still Twitter-pated, disgustingly in love with him. And it's so gross. And it makes our friends just kind of like gag. But
Been together about 22.
Yeah,
Almost.
So, yeah. It's kind of nice to actually know that he's the right one. And I could have been so stupid and messed this up so that I would have said, no, get away from me. In fact, I did say, no, get away from me. But he didn't. So that's a good thing.
You got better.
So back to his side. What are you doing, by the way?
What am I doing? Mm-hmm. I'm putting all the little flat, low stuff down here at the bottom because that's just what I do.
Ooh, and while we're doing that, so, this is a pottery. This is a pottery video too, by the way. The butter dishes that are in here, This is a new technique that I was trying. This is monoprinting on clay. And so, I don't know, I might do a video on that, but I'm not good at it yet. So
Don't know if it's going to work yet.
don't know if it's going to work. But it's basically you just roll out a slab and then you use colored slip, put it on newsprint, and transfer over to your slab. And you can make designs. You can use like dried slip to make chalks. Well, I don't guess they're chalks, but you know what I mean. It's dry. And you can scrape it over stencils and have your stencils. So that's what that is. And then I got some tea holders and some tic-tac-toe boards. That's what these little thingies are. With all the little bits and parts and pieces.
Putting down here.
That's the
Careful.
little, that stuff right there. Well, I don't remember what that is.
I thought those were little hangy things,
Well,
like little,
yeah, they're little hanging
bells.
things. Yeah.
because they get smaller and bigger.
Yeah. But there was I had a whole idea of it, and now I don't remember.
A whole idea. Now you have a half idea?
Now I have a half idea.
Hey.
And there's a little plate that says, well, it's upside down for you, but it says something. A little snack. A little snack, yeah.
We have digressed.
Well, it's a kiln loading video.
It is
not
not.
a kiln unloading video.
It is a
so-
Meet the Potters video. It's the longest one yet.
Right. All right, so we're up to
So-
the fact that, okay, fine, I said yes.
Yeah.
Molly,
She decided I was all right, and I already knew she was awesome. So I moved to Rome,
woohoo.
and she was at the hospital a lot with her daughter, like months at a time. So instead of moving into my own apartment, I moved into her house.
Paid all my, it was my
took
money,
care-
but
yeah.
yeah, paid the bills, fed the dog.
Took care of the house, took care of, the home while she was away from it. And yeah, that's about it. 2 years later, I asked her a question. And she said,
After a long hesitation, where were we when you asked me that question, by the way?
Brennan's.
No.
Oh, sorry, Commander's Palace, the Brennan family. Commander's Palace in New Orleans. And it was packed full of people. And they were all watching. And I said, will you? And she went, and sweat started coming.
I didn't realize it took me so long. But
Yeah,
I
it
was
took-
thinking about my kids. I was
took a
thinking
bit.
about, everything. And I didn't want to run into something again that I was going to.
I need a shelf. So anyway, fortunately, my brother-in-law is a heavy hitter in the food industry, in the restaurant business. And he just happened to know, well, I knew him too, but he happened to work with a guy who happened to be the floor manager for Commander's Palace. So I contacted them and said, I need this and this and this. Can that work? Can we do all these things? And she didn't know I was doing all this. So yeah, there was, once I got all that taken care of, it was one of those things. Desserts, yeah, we'll do some desserts, but I got something I got to do in a minute. And I got down on the knee and all that kind of stuff. And then the guy came out with the flaming desserts and all that kind of stuff. And she doesn't do well with people watching in crowds and things, but everybody was watching.
Oh my God, somebody took a picture.
Somebody took a picture, but we don't have it. Hey, if you're out there and you took a picture of us getting engaged, get with us. We'd love to have that picture. But right now I'm just putting in mugs. Anyway, she said yes. And, oh, wait a minute.
He always takes his ring off when he throws, which, I guess that's a good thing.
Hey, and we're married. So there you go. I'm going to take that back off. No, I take my ring off because I've lost it before for like 2 years. And I thought it was in the pugger at the studio. But it wasn't. And here we are. Happy, happy, happy.
Yep, one kid later. So
Very
we got,
happy, happy, happy.
The sad end of that story is that the year that we got married,
Ooh, you made a Butterbell?
I do have a Butterbell.
Butter
Keeper,
Sorry,
not a
Butter
Butterbell.
Keeper.
That's a trademark.
That is a trademark.
But the year we got married, which was 2006, we got married in June of 2006, and my daughter did wind up passing away in December of that year. But that day, the wedding day, you could tell she was happy about that. It was a good day for her. It was a good day for me. It was a good day for everybody. Yay! But now that we've gone through that, you know, there's nothing that we can't handle. And together, I think there's pretty much, we got this. We got this thing called life, and I can't imagine doing it with anybody other than you, Bill Ware.
And now we do all our pottery together.
Yep. And now he's retired, and we're going to be together so much. Now we may get divorced. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I get the kiln.
Oh, you see where that priority lies. Anyway, so yeah, he's put another shelf in here, and now he's just loading in the mugs and my butter keeper. And what else we got over there? While we're doing a horrible video here. Oh,
Nose mug.
turn it over.
Turn it over.
Yeah, look at the bottom.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. I have somebody
So
in
when you
mind that's
take a
going to love
sip and-
that. Yep, that's it.
That's what you
Again,
get.
not my idea. I saw that on Pinterest,
Something.
I guess.
Yeah, I've seen it before somewhere.
Let's see, what else we have over here? We've got some, whatever those are, little vase thingies. We got more noodle balls.
Little vase thing? What do you mean?
What are those?
Oh, bottles.
Vase bottles, yeah. These are our doggy bowls that we've had a request for. Those are the bigger ones, and then the ones he just threw, these are smaller.
They're not ready.
Ready yet. That is a glazed, well,
Sake
it's a
and sushi
sake set and sushi set. And what else we got going on? Nothing that I can really show you right now. But, yeah, this is the problem with having an attic studio.
Bam. I hit my head.
He has had
Constantly.
staples in his head before because he's hit the corner, so I put up pool noodles. Pool noodles. Anyway, so this is what we're doing. So
There you go. That's how we met, and a little more.
yeah, a
A
little
little
more.
extra.
Yeah, and some bisque loading. So I know that's a little bit longer than our usual Meet the Potter videos. It was like
45 seconds.
Meet the Potter #3
Yeah.
plus some other stuff.
Plus some stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next time we'll talk about the musician part of you,
Of us.
us.
We're both musicians.
Yeah, but he gets paid for it. I mean, I do too. I do too.
You do too.
Not as much as he does. But
That's not an equality of things. That's
No.
just I work more things.
well, he's better than I am too. So there's that. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
No, I guess that's it. So hopefully the next video you'll see after this one is unloading a glaze load.
Yes.
Oh no.
Maybe.
I do have a witch workshop coming up.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You do?
so if you're in the
In
Rome
Rome.
area,
Yeah, if you're in Rome,
Yeah.
August
6th, I think. 6th and 16th, I think. I don't know. Earthworks Pottery.
Yeah.
Doing a witchy workshop.
Making witches.
Making witches. But I've got to get on my Halloween stuff because I haven't really done much this summer. I need to get on that.
And it's going to be here soon.
I know. Oh,
It's going to be here soon. Hey, that's Jenny. I'm
that's
Bill.
Bill.
Warehouse
Warehouse
Creations.
Creations. See ya.
See ya.